Hey everyone, John Butler contacted me about drawing him up a schematic on using push buttons with the Switch 8, wiring up the LEDs, basically everything associated with NCE turnout control. So this schematic I'm going to show you shows you what I consider to be the optimum way to wire Switch 8's Tortoise switch machines for push button turnout control, remote turnout control with the NCE throttle, and JMRI. So we'll start off with the EB1 from the NCE power supply. This would normally accept your track power. I install one of these because I want to keep everything segregated electronically. This is a self-resetting circuit breaker. If the entire railroad is divided up on these, if there's a fault on any part of the railroad, it will not affect the whole railroad, and especially in this case, will not affect your switch machines if you got someone running macros or commands via JMRI or the hand throttles. Next is the actual Switch 8. So as you can see, we have the power coming in from NCE via the EB1, but I'm actually powering the Tortoise switch machines via a 15-volt DC power supply. This eliminates the electrical load of the Tortoise switch machine from your NCE system, which requires you to not have to purchase additional DB5s. You know, like this part runs $15, a DB5 runs how much? We'll just go over here to the button board real quick since it's pretty easy to communicate. 3 wires hook up, self-explanatory, ground, positive data, and they're the same designation on each end. Just hook them up one for one. As far as the push buttons go, you have 2 positive leads, let's say, 1 N, 1 R, and that goes all the way up to 8, just like the Switch 8s. So 1 button board and 1 Switch 8. So you'll need that. And then the other leads off of your momentary push buttons, when we stress that momentary, will go to the ground portion on the button board. Now down to the Tortoise switch machine. Come out of the Switch 8, we'll just have the 1 lead come down and then go into position 1 here on the switch machine. The other lead will come down, and okay, you got your red-green LEDs. These are going to indicate on your control panel your turnout position via, let's say, green is main line and red is siding. So you're going to hook this up. So you got your anode, cathode. They get wired up. I hope it shows up. Basically, it's the longer lead to the shorter lead, and then the shorter lead to the longer lead. That's being real simplistic, people, so bear with me on that. And then run that over here to position 8. Now, that'll take care of your switch machine. Everything is fine after that. It should run, program, all that. Now, other features you can do is positions 2 through 7 are 2 single pole switches, or double pole single throw, whatever. You can run that down, so you take position 2, position 3 down to the, to pick up the track power at the turnout, and then position 4 to the frog. That'll juice your frog if it's insulated at these points here. There is one turnout on the River Valley Railroad where I had to do this. It's an electro frog turnout. It's kind of a pain to do because it does require additional wiring, but they also work a lot better with this because you have just a 1/16 of an inch of dead spot rail versus what could be a 1/4 inch, depending on your turnouts. The next thing would be if you wanted to run signals. You have positions 5, 6, and 7. Let's say 5 here is our ground or common. 6 is our green LED. 7's our red. We'll go over here, and this would be the power coming in from that power supply. You may have to use a resistor here. It's really up depending on what you're using to power it and what's in here, if it's a traditional incandescent or an LED. Well, I hope that kind of clarifies things. That's really out of focus. If you have any more questions, feel free to message me. I'll take a screenshot of this and put it in the video as well. That way you can stare at this paperwork. All right. Have a good one. Hope this helps.